Hi, this is Miss Witt. I'm going to show you how to access some of the resources on Utah Online Library. This is our school website, ogdenprep.org, and to get to that, you can go to Students and Parents, and it's listed under Additional Resources. You can also just go to the website as well. It's onlinelibrary.uen.org, so you can click on that. It will just pop up directly if you're at school or using the school's Wi-Fi. But if you're at home, you'll need the login information. You can find that at the bottom of the page. I'm not going to show you because I can't publicly show it. But if you want to email me, you can ask me for that information, and you can find it in the Canvas course as well. So I'm going to be looking at a few different databases. These are available to students for free through taxes. So I'm going to look today at Culturegrams, EBSCO Middle School, Gale and Context Middle School, World Book Online, and the World Book Encyclopedia Estudiantil Jalascos. That's the Spanish version of World Book. So first, Culturegrams. This is a great one for if you want to learn more about different countries or states or provinces. So I'm going to look at the World Edition. The Kids Edition is basically like the elementary age version of the World Edition, talking about different countries. You can learn about different states and different provinces. So I'm going to show you the World Edition. This one, you can search for whatever you're looking for here, or you can just click on the map. I'm going to look up Venezuela, which is the country my mom's from, so I always like to learn more about it, and click on that. So you can see there's some different categories you can look at if you want to find out more about it. It actually gets its name from being called Little Venice, because some of the coastal homes were built on stilts and it reminded them of Venice. And it's also home to the world's largest rodent, the capybara. So you can find some interesting tools there. There's the flag. You can also listen to the album or the anthem of the country, download the MP3, some basic data. And if you go over here, you can go to different categories to find out about different categories. There's also photos, slideshows, videos, interviews, famous people, recipes, flags, graphs, and tables where you can compare different countries together. I'm going to look up some recipes. So if I go to V for Venezuela, I can find some recipes. Arepas rellenas con guiso de carne, cornmeal cakes filled with meat stew. That's a popular dish, and you can see some of the other ones that are popular. Each country has 4 or 5 different main dishes that you can look up. Let's look up famous people. Venezuela. Simon Bolivar, he's kind of considered the George Washington of Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, because he liberated those countries from Spain in the 1700s, 1800s. So you can see who else is considered famous. So you can look those up for different countries. So you can go ahead and look up the countries you're interested in learning more about and look at those. Next, I'm going to go to EBSCO Middle Schools. There's a couple different databases. I won't go over all of them today, but you can look up biographies, history, novelist, K+, gives you recommendations for books, the encyclopedia. I'm going to look at Middle Search Plus, which is looking at different magazines, newspapers, and different resources for information. So what I'm going to do is show you a few different databases, but I'm going to use the same topic. So you can kind of see the different things that are available with each database. I want to look up calligraphy because that's something I've always been interested in. Okay, and I can see I have my results here. I can also change the date if I want to just look at recent stuff. I can change what I want to look at. If you're looking up stuff that's related to science, you'll probably want to do stuff that's more recent, so you can choose what you want to do there. So let me look at some of the things here. Calligraphy. It's a short little article. Snazzy writing is called calligraphy. There's some cute little calligraphy animals. There's some different things that I can do with this document. I can save it to my Google Drive. It might ask me to sign in. I can print it. I can email it to myself. I can add it to a folder. I can also cite it. Cite it just gives you the citation for it in the different formats. So you can go ahead and just copy the citation you need. If you're citing that as a source, you can export it, and then you can also get the link for that. Go back to my results by going to result list, and I can look at something else. Let's see. Scroll down a little bit and find another one. Here's one called Yazzie. I'll click on that. Cool. And this is highlighting Yazzie Yolkosu, who lives in Turkey and is a calligraphy artist. And they do fork calligraphy, which is kind of cool. Same thing, you can save, email, print, do a bunch of stuff with the document if you want. Let's see. Carved on the walls. Let's look at that one. This talks about some Chinese calligraphy that was carved on the walls at Angel Island, where a lot of Chinese and Japanese immigrants came to the US. Okay, so I'm going to do that same search in a different database. I'm going to try Galen Context Middle School, which is just another company that also does articles, calligraphy. Okay, so you can see I have different types of responses. I can look at audio, I can look at the images they have, so you can see what they have related to calligraphy. Here's a photograph. A Chinese calligraphy artist waits for customer in his booth. You can do stuff with the articles again, send it to your Google Drive, you can email it, download it, print it. So that's pretty cool. Here's some Chinese students practicing traditional calligraphy. I can look at all the different content types and see what comes up. It gives me some definition of what it is, and I can see some different articles about it and news about it. Click on this one. Blue Jay coach uses calligraphy. All right, so I'm going to go back to the databases and try the same search with World Book Online. This one is more of an encyclopedia, whereas the others were more a collection of articles from a bunch of different sources. So it's taking a minute to pop up. So what I'm going to do with this one is just use the same search to look and see what other information I can find out about calligraphy. So that's taking a minute. I'm going to try it again. So World Book has a couple of different options. There's the kid one, which is for elementary students, World Book Student, which is the student version, and they have a timeline one where you can make your own timelines, and they also have World Book Encyclopedia Jaliscos, which is the Spanish encyclopedia that you can use with World Book. Okay, while that's waiting, I'm going to go ahead and click on the Spanish one, and while I wait for that one. While we wait, I'm going to translate that word so I just Googled Google Translate. You can translate anything you want from different languages to another language. So I'm going to try and look up calligraphy in Spanish so I can look it up when I look up the Spanish dictionary. So that's called caligrafía in Spanish. So I can copy and paste this by clicking on it and hitting Control C to copy, and then Control V is to paste. And let's check and see. Okay, the Spanish one has popped up, so we'll do that first. So I'm going to paste it. Okay, and then I can see where, sorry, my phone is ringing. I can see where I can click on an article about it. It's talking about the letters and writing letters. Okay, so now I'm going to wait for the World Book Online. Seems to be stalling a little bit, so I'm going to try again. Okay, here goes. Okay, so I'm going to click on student, and I'm going to look up calligraphy again to see what I can find. And you can see some different articles about it. Here's the Book of Kells, which is a beautiful illuminated manuscript. I'm in the middle of making a video. Sorry. So you can see where the Book of Kells is an illuminated manuscript of the four Gospels, and it's got some beautiful handwriting. Okay, so those are some of the different sources that you can find.